Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I can see so many people joining us. My name is Wanjala John, a senior trainer with Africa 118 in collaboration with Google Digital Skills for Africa. As my norm, I usually like just saying hi to the first person in the room, and I see Seven Media was the first person in the room. Thank you very much for joining us. And I can see to engage my moderator Evans ready for your questions just to see how everything should move smoothly. I see also Sarah Muni was the second. I see Betsy Natasha. Thank you. And keep engaging him and let us just have this interactive session and know that everything is good on your side. So as I said, guys, my name is Wanjala John, and I'll be your lead coach today. And we are going to tackle a topic by the name Use Marketing Tools and Social Media to Grow Your Business Online. So feel free, feel motivated when you are going to just tackle this particular topic, and let us get the best out of this particular webinar. I just want to start with gauging your energy levels. Let me see. I know it's an evening in some places of the country, and also wherever you are joining us. I see Seven joining us all the way from Zimbabwe, and also Sarah from Nairobi, Betsy from Nairobi. So just confirm that you are able to see my screen, and in case of any technical hitch, feel free to engage my moderator and I'll be able to rectify. So if you're not able to see anything clearly, don't hesitate and just confirm that you are able to hear me loud and clear. Thank you very much, Elijah, for joining. Daniel Odhiambo from Kisumu. Thank you guys for joining. And Sarah Muni, I'm already here. I know you've been waiting. Sami from Nyeri. All of you are welcome, and feel free to just let people know that the session is on once again. So without further ado, I want to share with you what we are going to discuss for today. Our agenda is going to be 1, how to set up and optimize your GMB listing. Number 2 is how to plan your digital marketing strategy. And the third one is how to leverage social media channels and email marketing. So towards the end of this particular webinar, I would expect each of you to be able to just have a GMB listing and understand what a digital marketing strategy is, and also how best can we use the social media platform. So I know during this time, the entire world are fighting the COVID-19. It has affected the way businesses operate. It has affected the way you do your jobs. Some of you are also looking for jobs. Some of you have left businesses. They are now resulting into looking for either casual jobs just to make ends meet. And stay tuned, because some of the tips that I'm going to share with you will be advantageous to you so that you can get the best out of this. So feel free to ask any question, and let me know if everything is clear. I see Daniel asking, am I the only one experiencing sound problem? Just confirm, Daniel, are you able to hear me now? Just confirm on your side, and also let my moderator Evans Rabare to know if I'm able to be heard before I continue. So just confirm. Just confirm to me that you are able to hear me loud and clear, and then we'll be good to proceed so that I don't lose any one of you. Are you able to hear me clearly, guys? Confirm on the chat, and I'll be glad to proceed. Just say yes and just say thumbs up, and then we can proceed. Thank you, Daniel, for confirming. Thank you for that. So I think we can proceed. As I said earlier, is most of the time you find that whenever we are faced with a pandemic, it interferes with our normal way of living. And the first thing that usually comes to our mind is, how am I going to get my next penny? How am I going to make income out of this? And this question is usually on every person's mind. So it is not only the people who are unemployed, it's not only the people who are in business, but it is in every person who wants to make something valuable in their own life. The first thing that you have to think about is, where am I going to get the money? So let me ask, before you get money, you need to do something. And the something that we are talking about here is to market. You need to market. What skill do you have that you can market out there? What skill do you have that people can easily buy from you so that you can get that extra penny that you are looking for? If you are in business, it means, what value are you going to add to the customers so that they can buy that particular product? What value are you going to add to the customer so that they can buy that particular service? The same, if you are looking for a job so that you can get the penny to start a business, what kind of skill do you have that people can buy? How will you market yourself? Let me just get to know, and I'll start by asking this question. Which marketing tools do you currently use? Which marketing tools do you currently use? Which marketing tool do you currently use? Feel free to let us know on the chat, and I'll be glad to respond to you. Which marketing tool do you currently use? Do you use WhatsApp? Do you use Twitter? Do you use Instagram? Do you use LinkedIn? Tell me, as a business person, which kind of the marketing tools are very effective to you as an individual? So feel free to just let us know, and I'll be glad to see some of your responses. Sarah, are you able to hear me? Just feel free to let me know that everything is okay on your end, and I'll be glad to. So when you're talking about this, how do you set up and optimize your GMB listing? When you're talking about Google My Business listing, the word is Google My Business. I want to focus more on entrepreneurs. And you as a person, if you're looking for a job, you can understand this particular tool and make a business out of it. How best do you optimize it? How best can you sell this feature to others so that they can understand it works best for them? How do you set up? Let us start with a brief introduction. What is Google My Business? As the name suggests, Google My Business. What do you understand by that term? I know Google is a term that is not new to most of you. And the moment we talk about Google My Business, you will be in a position to understand, what do you need to Google. So anything that you are not aware about, anything that you don't want to look that you are strange, the first option to go to is Google. Let me just look at some of the responses even before we discuss more about Google My Business. I see Sarah Muni confirming she uses WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. That's a huge chunk of social. Thank you, Sarah, for your comment. And then I saw see Brian Praise saying LinkedIn. That's nice for your professional. Alice, thank you for confirming that you can hear me. Daniel says uses Facebook and LinkedIn. I see most of your responses are LinkedIn, and that is a very good and professional platform. And let me ask now, in LinkedIn, let me give this exercise. Just later on, don't do it now if you are accessing this using your phone, but later on, just pick up your phone, go on this Google search and type in your name. What platform that you've said you currently use pops up first. If you've said you're using LinkedIn, if you type in Alice Mishira, does LinkedIn profile of Alice appears first before Facebook? If you've said Sarah, you are using Instagram, you are using Facebook, the moment you type in the name that you are using online, what appears first? Is it WhatsApp? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? What attracts people? It's like what appears first on the first page. The same applies to the rest of you. But now, the moment you look at that, after looking at that result, click on the images. What do you see about yourself? What do other people see about you? Even before they meet you, even before they talk to you. So those are some of the questions that should come to your mind. And that is why if you are a business person, you need to ask yourself, what will people see if they Google my name? If they Google my business name, what will appear? Will they see something that will be beneficial to them, or will they see something that will disgust them and they'll never be your customers? That is why I, at this particular juncture, just want to show you how best to set up a Google My Business listing. So basically, before even I show you how to set it up and then how to optimize it, when we talk about Google My Business, as the name suggests, is a free tool and an easy to use tool for businesses and organizations to manage their online presence across Google Search and Google Maps. Which means you as a business person, this is a opportunity for you. It's a free tool. You can imagine how many people know about this tool. If you're looking for employment, this is a tool that you can easily study and understand, and you can easily approach any organization and tell them, I know how to manage your online presence. I have the expertise. And the good thing about Google My Business, also the Google has got its certification. You can easily go online and my moderator will be sharing with you that link. And once you study, you'll be certified. And you can easily be managing the profile of huge businesses, and they'll be paying you money for just trying to engage with clients, because this is an online platform. The same way we have Facebook people who are managing Facebook pages for other businesses, you can be somebody who has been employed just to manage Google My Business page for a particular company. And also, if you are in business, you have to understand, what does Google My Business entail? And that is why I'm going to show you some of the features that you have to include, some of the things that you need to put in place so that you can get the best out of it. Let us look at some of the benefits of Google My Business. It enables you to engage with customers on Google for free. Ask any business around you, if you're a business person, how do you engage with customers on Google? Some of them will be like, on Google, what do you mean? But the question comes here, are you available online? If yes, how do you attract customers? How do you give customers more ways to reach you? And how do you make them connect with your business? Those are some of the key questions that you need to ask any business person. And depending on their answer, you'll just know, do they know how to use Google My Business, or they just have their businesses up on the online platform and do nothing? So with Google My Business, you can get more than just a business listing. That is what I'm driving at. You'll get a free business listing, which means the moment somebody picks up a phone and types in the name of the business, you'll be in a position to see what appears, what you are dealing with, and you'll be able to just get everything about that business. And I'm going to show you as an example what appears in Kenya, and maybe also from Seven who is in Zimbabwe. Feel free to drop a name of a place where we can just do a search and see what appears online. By listing your business on Google My Business, you get an exclusive online presence showing that the business is based, and also how people get to know you. So always ask yourself, how will I attract my customers? If I put up pictures, if I put a proper listing, what will be in a position to attract customers? Most of you, let me just ask, before you befriend anyone on any online site, the first thing that attracts you is an image, as opposed to the wordings and the big words that people use. So even if you are a business, even if you are an online marketer, what are some of the things that you need to put up on Google My Business so that it can attract customers? We are going to look at them. Post photos and offers so that your profile can easily attract people. Those are some of the things that you can do. Another thing, how do customers reach you? Are they going to reach you by calling you, or by SMSing you through messages, or by leaving a review? Those are various ways that customers can reach you. And then also, how do they connect to your business? Through clicks, either through calls or through building bookings, And you can go on and on some of the features that are there. In a short while, I'm just going to show you what I mean with all those features that I'm talking about. And these are the step by step when you're creating a Google My Business listing. I'm going to show you this, and then we're going to do a practical session so that you can understand what I'm talking about. The first thing that you need to ask yourself, does a business have a name? A business name is very important. Always understand the name of your business. The name sells. A good name is better in the market than you having a bad name. So have a name. Then after entering your name, which category do you deal with that best fits your business? So if you are in fashion industry, say you are a fashion designer. If you are in the hotel industry, say you are in the hotel industry. If you are in the education industry, pick the category that fits best your business. Then add your location. The next thing, add your contact details. What phone number? What do you want people to call you? Which number do you want them to use? And then the last thing is to finish and manage your listing. So even before we talk about verification, in verification, the good thing as Africa 118, we do assist businesses in verifying, and I'm going to show you how we do that on this end. So feel free, guys, just to see what I'm going to share here and be able to get the best out of it. I want to show you the step by step so that you can see how best you can go about this. This is a new tab. This is the way your Google tab looks like. And the moment you are there, the first thing you need to do is to just go to your account. And you can see here is my account. I'll choose an account here. Let me choose an account. I'll pick this. That's the account that I'll pick so that I can start creating my Google My Business. So the next thing I will do after choosing the account that I'm using, this is my business account. I'll click on the 9 dots up there, and it will bring me all the Google products. I'll locate where Google My Business is. This is the sign, the top right, the third icon. After my picture, there's the search, and then there's the Google My Business. And then there is the maps, there's the YouTube, and there's the Play Store. So this is the icon that represents Google My Business. Click on it, and you'll be able to be taken to a page where you can sign in and be able to start doing your listing. So once you sign in, I've ever created a profile using this. So what you need to do, if it will be your first time, you'll need to add a business. And this is the process that I'm going to show you. So when you add a business, this will be the first page that it will bring to you. So you shall say, this is a test. Let me just say test one. So that's the name of the business. After that, I'll enter. So the name of the business is there. It will show you how it looks on phone, and then what is the business category? I'm in the fashion industry. So when I write fashion, pop-ups will appear. Am I a fashion designer? Am I in fashion school? I'll choose which. I'll say I'm a fashion accessory store. Then the next thing, I'll proceed. Do you want to add a location where businesses can visit? You look at this and say yes if you have a location. If you don't have a location and it's an online business, you'll pick no. So for it to appear on Google Map, you must choose yes. And then go next. Then where are you located? The street address. Here I'll say where I'm located, and I might choose to say Westlands. And then the city is Nairobi. And then we don't use postal codes here, so I'll choose next. Then it will come and tell me these are the places that are near the location that I've said, but I'll say it is none of those. and then I press next. Then where am I located? I'm supposed to look at this pin and map it to the exact location where I am. Then next. Do you also serve customers outside this location? If yes, you choose yes. If no, you choose no. So according to me, because it's a fashion designer, I'll say yes. Then add other service areas. These are other areas that you do serve. So it is optional. You can skip or add. And then here is where you enter your business phone number. After entering your number, if you have a website, the good thing is you can insert the URL here, and if you don't have, you can get a free one-pager website. So you can tell somebody, if you don't have a website, don't worry, Google My Business will sort you out. And then the moment you press next, you'll be in a position to now choose how do you want to be verified. And now when you come to this stage, you scroll down and you'll just say more options and then choose later. You've seen what I've done? Let me show you. This is the stage where you'll reach. Verify. You'll choose more options. This is how it will appear. You cannot be verified using a postcard. So you'll click here, then choose verify later, and then it will take you to your profile. So the moment we are dealing with that, what you need to do, you'll need to complete your profile. And this is where we talk about optimization. When you're talking about optimizing, you also need to enter your hours, and that is what I'm going to show you next. But let me skip this and show you how do you now get to the verification part. So after entering all this information and you are done, it will also take you through all this. And the moment you're adding all this information, it means you'll be optimizing your Google My Business listing. So that is basically how to go about it. Now, if you want now to get verified, what do you do? This is the question. After entering that particular process, and now you need to be verified, what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is very simple. Just come to your browser again. Let me show you this. And type in, just confirm that you are able to see my screen. Type in on the browser gmb.africa118.com. gmb.africa118.com. So the moment you do that, you'll have this page pop up on your screen. So this page will automatically ask you to request for a callback. And this is the callback form. You'll need to fill in your name, fill in the country code where you are in, and then email address that you can be contacted, and then your message. Just say, I did create a Google My Business listing in a training, and I was asked to contact this landing page for verification process. So the moment you do that, our call center agent will get back to you within 24 hours, and they'll be able to verify your business instantly. So that is how you can get to verify your listing. So I hope I've assisted all of you. For those who are in business, for those who want to do this as a profession, also you can just approach businesses and show them how you can set them up, ask for verification, and then after asking for verification, now the next thing that we need to do is to optimize the Google My Business. So optimization is where now we are talking more about making people understand what you're dealing with. And that is why we usually say, as a business person, how best do you attract customers? So upon verification, how do you optimize? And before even I talk about optimization, there are some statistics that I want to share with you. You find that a complete listing attracts 2.7 people more than somebody who has an empty listing. And then also people who have got location and also have got phone calls and also have got websites. In short, if your Google My Business listing has complete information, it will attract more people, or it will be more reputable, it will have more clicks, people will interact with it because they know it is legit, as opposed to somebody who has just got a listing up there. He has no pictures, he has no working hours, he has no about the business. It is just an empty listing. So that is now where we came and talk about optimizing it. How do you manage it? Make sure you are logged into with your Google My Business account. So the same way I was just showing you, make sure you are using your business account. After that, search for the business on Google. Then update your information. How do you update your information? Check the business name. Is it right? Check the category. Is it right? Create a post and also promos. If you want to create a post, just create a post and the dashboard will appear there and it will guide you step by step on what you're supposed to do. And then also you can view and respond to reviews that customers have said about your business. How do you now add these photos? Here comes the question. How do you add these photos and what kind of photos should you add? I'm just seeing some questions coming in, and I think my moderator will be able to share with you the link for verification. That is gmb.africa118.com. For those who missed it, just go to gmb.africa118.com and you'll be able to request for a callback. Tell them you did set that up during our session, and they'll be able to assist you. Thank you for your questions. Now, how do you add photos? So that they said empty listing does not attract any customer. To get the full benefit of this tool, which is easy and free to use, you need to have pictures. Have a logo. Help customers recognize your brand. A logo builds a brand. Have a cover photo so that you can represent your business well. And then have additional photos that people can see and know you are dealing with this particular product or services. After adding that, the next thing you need to update your opening hours. You know, business is all about what time are you opening and what time are you closed. In Kenya right now, those who are in Nairobi, you know, most businesses are closed. And also, sometime the moment you want just something for your health and maybe the medics have closed their chemists, you'll be like, okay, fine. I think I know of one chemist that will be in operation. Let me check if they're available online. So if it finds that you've not updated your opening hours because of the COVID restriction, people will be coming to your shop and they will say you did state on online platform that you operate 24 hours, which is not the case. So the good thing that Google has done, it has incorporated even COVID-19 working hours. So you do not need to interfere with your normal working hours, but you can just come and update and say, during this COVID-19 pandemic, with the restriction, these will be our operational times. And then update your business information. How do you update your business information? Here's where you tell people about the products, about the services that you offer, and then you highlight some of the key things that your business deals with. And then you can also include some of the appointment links and many more so that people can get the best out of that. Looking at that, guys, if you're a business person, this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of. And if you are a job seeker looking for a business, this should be an opportunity for you to create a business so that you can also manage this particular listing for businesses that are overwhelmed and they are not doing the right thing. And then also, how does Google My Business assist you? Number one, it enables you to make informed marketing decisions. You know, the moment you go online, you'll get to understand what happens online. You'll get to see how are people reacting with my products. So the next thing that you are going to post online, you'll be very cautious just to know, is this working for me or this is not working for me? The second thing, learn from the successes and the mistakes of others. Somebody might have done something that also you as a business person or as a marketer, you are in a position to do. And the moment you see either it's a success or it's a mistake, you can learn out of that. So every day is a learning day. The moment you are online, you can say this worked, this never worked, and then understand what services to offer your customers. What are some of the key services that you want to offer them? Your customers will state to you, this is what we're looking for. This is why I'm putting my business on Google. And by doing this, I'll be able to get this. Then identify how to stand out from the crowd. How do you now look unique when you take your business online? Because if you just take it and write the name like an online directory, people will just look at it as a name. But when you have Google My Business, because of your brand, because of your photos, it enables you to stand out. And also discover industry trends. And that's some of the Google My Businesses that we've ever dealt with. That was in Cape Town, and also we have an example here that is about Juma Tours. So you find that Juma Tours, in a month, he did register, in a first week, he did register 89 visits by just having his listing verified online. And he also hired 3 extra employees and created jobs. You see, if he did add that, if you're a job seeker, somebody might list this business as a business person and they are not able to manage that particular profile. So this is an opportunity for you even to get that job. And then 56% of the clients find the business via generic searches. And then 53 of them find businesses listing on the search, which means people can easily land to your job or to your business because you did list it on Google My Business. Any question? Let me pause for any question before I start when you're going online. Any question, guys? Feel free to ask and I'll be able to respond to them. Any question? Okay, fine. How do you now plan your digital marketing strategy? I was once told without a strategy, you failed. So anything that you do online, you must have a strategy. So as I said, what type of marketing have you ever used before? You mentioned WhatsApp, LinkedIn. I never had somebody say, I've used a newspaper, I've used the television, I've used the billboard. I doubt. But right now, most of you are talking about the digital marketing spaces. Either it's on the Google search, or either it's on a Facebook platform, more so social media. And that is why, as a business, you need to understand what is the big difference between digital and the traditional way. Digital is very interactive and engaging. If I post anything right now, as we are speaking, I'm very sure most of you will build it up and know how best can we just give our ideas to the presenter. And then to the next thing, when you are digital, it is very easy for you to measure. Right now, I can easily measure how many people are joining me. But if I'm talking to a large crowd, I'll not be in a position to know. But if it is digital, you can be in a position to get to the exact number. Those are some of the examples, and I just want to show you what are some of the types of digital marketing when we are talking about this. We have search engine marketing, we have social media marketing, we have display marketing, content marketing, and email marketing. When you look at all these 5, these are the broad categories in digital marketing. So when you talk about search engine marketing, if you're a person, the same way I'll divide this into 2. If you're a person looking for a job, try understand what does search engine marketing entail. There are free courses online that you can just go and then search engine marketing basically is paying for advertising to appear on search engine. You've already had the Google My Business, which is a free tool. Now, the owner of the business tells you, I believe this Google My Business is not giving me good returns. What should I do? That is now as an opportunity. Yes, we can deal with this, and we are going for search engine marketing. And that's an opportunity for you to get a job, or an opportunity to you as a business also to do what? To incorporate search engine marketing in your marketing strategy. Number two, social media marketing. Here's where you use social networks to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. Again, when we talk about social, it's all about how do you engage with your people? How do you talk to them? Then we've got display marketing, that is online advertising on multiple websites across the internet. And then also we have content. Here's where we talk about what type of content are you bringing up there? Is it a blog post? Is it a video? Is it an infographic? You need to be more specific. And then lastly, we have the email marketing, where you collect people's email, and you'll be in a position to know that this is working, and this is what I'm looking for. Now do you get to reach the right audience using search engine marketing? That is the tool that I want us to talk about today. And when you're talking about search engine marketing, ladies and gentlemen, I see Brand saying I'm not audible. I don't know. Are you others? Just confirm that you are able to, if you are able to hear me clearly. And if you find that you are having a problem with the network connection, just try adjust the quality of your video so that you can easily get the audio. Adjust the quality of your video. You can tap on the icon down there, and then you can be able to just adjust the quality. You know, some of us, we do like the clarity, yes, and when you put a lot of clarity, you'll find it will interfere with your audio. So you'll be listening to some of the words that I say and missing out on some. So just try that, and you'll be able to confirm that you are able to hear me clearly. Thank you, Ellie, for confirming that you are able to hear me clearly. And just have stable internet, and we'll be glad to proceed. I was talking about search engine marketing. Now, as a business person, you need to understand what it is. As a job seeker, again, so that you can get that particular job and also get that now into business, you need to understand what search engine marketing is. Google is where people search for everything: what to do, where to go, what to buy. That is the first thing. If you want to do anything, somebody will tell you, just Google it. So the moment you tell somebody, I want to put your advert on Google, somebody will ask you, okay, that is interesting. How much will it cost? And then you ask yourself, you can run or stop ads at any time you want. Wow, you're making it more better. You mean I can easily run an ad on Google search and stop it anytime? So you only, again, to add to that, you only pay for results. You do not pay for something that is not a result to you. 87.3% of searches are conducted on Google itself. So if somebody asks you, why should I even do search engine marketing? Why should I pay for an ad to appear on Google search? Just ask them, when you want to go anywhere, where do you go first? When you are lost, where do you consult first? Do you call somebody, or do you Google first? Then after that, you how do you pay for that particular ad? You only pay for the results. So paid search ads are easily and quickly created and managed. When you're talking about this, I'll show you how best do we create a Google ad. And just to go there, you also need to understand, how do I come to Google ads? And then when you want just to go to Google ads, you can go to a URL, ads.google.com, and you'll be able to access that. But alternatively, you will also be in a position to visit that if you have a Google My Business. So I've used Google My Business as a free tool. Now I'm coming to talk about search engine marketing, where we are talking about Google Ads. Some people will call it PPC, which is pay per click, and at times you'll hear people just say this is SEM. So all those together mean search engine marketing. So when we are talking about this, how do you create it? The first step, I'm going to show you this in our next practical part of it. You need to define your goal. What is your goal as a business person? If a manager comes to you and tells you, I want you to market for me on Google search, ask them, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve? The second thing, decide where do you want to advertise. Do you only want to advertise in Westlands? Do you only want to advertise in particular place in where you are? So create your message will be the third, and then set a budget, and then you go live. I'll show you step by step on what I'm talking about here, and you'll be able to see how best we are supposed to create a Google ad and be able to just have it online. When you're talking about goal, you need to be very precise. Do you want to get calls? Do you want to increase website visits? And also, do you just want to increase the visits to the store? When we are talking about locality, the good thing with Google, if you say I'm covering this radius, it will show you how many people that ad is able to reach. So you can easily play around with that and get to the best of it. Then creating your message, you can create your message and get it right. So how do you do that? I'll show you that. And then set your budget. How do you now set your budget? If you set it here, you ask yourself, how much am I willing to spend in a month? Divide by 10, divide by 30. And then you'll be able to get that average per day. How much are you able to spend? So those are some of the things that you need just to know. And I'm going to show you how. And just to demonstrate to you what I was talking about, I want to share my screen and confirm that all of you are able to do this. So one tool that you are going to sell to people is Google My Business. You know how to use that particular tool. The second, search engine marketing, things that are here. I'm going to use one here. This is Africa 118. I'll use this as an example. From the chart that you are able to see my screen. And if it is so small, I can try increase the font so that it can be visible to all of you. So when I do that, and I now want to go to Google Ads, I come to the left-hand side pane, scroll down until where I see create an ad. So this is a Google ad. And when I click on this, it will redirect me to a page which is this. Just a minute, let me share my entire screen. I did share a tab. That's why you are not able to see it well. So we were here. Let me just redo it. We were here. When we are here, you find you scroll down on the left pane, click on it. It will redirect you to a new page that is now ads.google.com that I was telling you. If you've never signed up, you'll need to sign up, enter the credentials, and now you'll get an ID. This up here, it will show you the account that you are logged in. So you'll see your ID account and you'll be able to proceed. So from there, if you have a promotional code, you need to apply it there and then proceed. If you don't have, just proceed. So those are some of the things that you need to do. And then for you just to set up everything, you have to set it up and make sure it is done, and then you submit. Once you insert all the details that are necessary, you'll hit the submit button. But Now it will take you to, let me just change to my other account so that you are able to see what I'm talking about. So when I'm using this, just want to show you how best I can all the security parts is what I don't want to set up now. I want to set up those now. So let me just redo the process using this so that you can now learn to this. Scroll down to create an ad. That's the first step. It will redirect you to a new page. And because of the security feature, I didn't want to set up the two-step verification. It's supposed to now bind me to all this, and I do not want that now. I didn't want this now. But ideally, what you need to do is just move from step to step. That is, after creating an ad and adding the payment details, you should be in a position to get to a space where you are able to set the goal. It will prompt you to enter the goal. And then after the goal, you'll now also need to set the specific region that you want to target. Then you create your message, then a budget, and then you go live. So I don't know if there is any question in the room. If there is any, let me know. Any question in the room, guys, feel free to ask and I'll be able. And for my moderator, will be just posting a link on the chat where you are able to see how to do all this and also to access the Google Ads. The good thing with Google is it comes also with manuals, so you can be able to consult it and get the best out of that. Don't forget to just like our YouTube channel and also like the video. To our last discussion for the day, how do you leverage on social media channels and email marketing? I know most of you are talking about social media that you use, but when we look at this, how do you use social media to promote a business? We've looked at how, number one, how to set up a GMB listing, which is a tool which is free. The second one, we've come to a paid one, which is search engine marketing. That's where we're talking about the Google ads. And now we come to the last one, which is now how to use the social media to help your business grow. How do you do that? You either use it to generate more sales, either add value to your brand, or improve your marketing. And how will you do this? If you want to get more sales, you'll reach new audience when you go online on social media. You'll get new opportunities from people who also reshare among themselves. You'll get the ability to target at least high number of demographics kind of people, and then also build relationships and work through that particular medium that you are using. How do you build your brand? When you're talking about brand, you can also raise customer service levels. How do you do that? The moment you use good colors, use good tone of voice, use good images, use good fonts, people will be like, yes, this has caught my attention. If you chat with them, it will now show that you care about your customers. And in any business, a customer comes first. And then lastly, how do you improve your marketing? You will be able to understand what the customers want, and you'll be able to just respond knowing that you did involve them in your decision and you are able to you are able to get it right. When we are talking about social media, we have organic and we have the paid one. An organic one is the free one, and the paid one is the one that you need to set a budget and pay the moment people click or there's any action. And on the paid one, you'll reach anyone, regardless if they follow you or they don't. But for the organic, it will only depend on your followers and some of their friends. How do you get started with this? Number one, understand your audience. That is the most basic thing. Who are your audience? What are their demographics? What do they do? Kindly make sure you understand your audience perfectly. Where do they come from? What is their profession? What time are they usually online? So that the time you go online to engage them, you get the ideal people that you are looking for. The second thing, choose your social media channel. If you are on Facebook, if you are on Twitter, if you are on LinkedIn, which particular platform resonates with my audience? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Instagram that makes sense with my audience? Be very precise. And then lastly, we have post engaging content regularly. Always make sure you update your customers. Don't be those kind of people who just post Happy New Year and then the next time you're like, the next holidays when you come and tell them Happy Easter. The next time you're coming to tell them it's now Merry Christmas. People will know you are dormant. So kindly make sure the engaging content that you post on your social media platform, let them be photos, let them be videos, let there be blog articles, and also give them tips and also some knowledge so that every time they come, it's just not that they are coming to buy, but they are also coming to be told this is what they need to do, and giving them tips according to what you know or according to the expertise. Coming now to the last thing, which is the email marketing, which help your business. Always understand when you go online, it is all about email. Try to select an email marketing platform. Are you going for the free one or are you going for the more advanced platform? The free one is MailChimp, and the advanced one are the Drip or maybe the active campaign that do exist. And then the second one is build a relevant contact list. Here's where I don't know why this this behavior is funny. But so many people just ask, write for me 10 of your friends and their email addresses. You are busy writing, and then you start sending marketing messages or emails to them. Then the moment I receive that email, it is as dead at arrival because you've never contacted me. I don't know that you exist. I don't know anything that you deal with, and you're sending me an advert. So build a list. Have a consent of them just saying they want those updates. They want this kind of marketing from you. People don't just send bulk emails to people without them knowing. And then create relevant and useful content. This is engaging content. Treat your users like VIPs, people who subscribe to your email list. So into that, they can you mention them by name. Let them know your personality. Keep it also useful so that you are straight to the point. And when you are talking about all this, always remember to segment and group the list for relevant content. If they're young, how am I going to tailor my content? If they're of this kind of people, how am I going to do my content? So always be precise. So measure the open and click rate to optimize those listings. When you are talking about all this, always understand how best am I going to do this. I want to pause for questions. If there is any question in the room, feel free to ask. And if there is none, let me now just have a round of recap of what we've discussed today. We're looking at how to use social media and marketing tools to boost your business. Some of you did lost jobs. Some of you are in business and you're struggling on the online platform. Ask yourself, how best am I performing online? And here is where I usually ask everyone, have you exhausted the free tool that is available? Do you understand how it works? After that, ask yourself now, what tool am I going to use so that I can get the best? Is it Google My Business? That is the basic minimum. Start with Google My Business. After that, the second thing, you can now go to social media, which is base minimum. Just having a page and it is for free. You are not paying anything. That is the base minimum. And then thirdly, you can now come to the search ads, which is the Google ads, and you can pay for that. Feel free to follow the links that my moderator will be sharing with you, and you'll be able to just get the best out of that. So also don't forget to follow us on our social media handles. That is on Facebook, we are at Digital Skills for Africa. On Twitter, we are at Digital Skills AF. And also on Instagram, we are at Digital Skills AF. So also don't forget to just share with us your feedback so that we can get to understand how you want us to bring these sessions to you, and we'll be able to get the best out of it. So when we are dealing with this, understand, am I going to get this right? And even if you are here and you want to be certified, because you know in this nature is before somebody employs you, they'll ask you, do you have papers? So also sign in that particular link that is that my moderator is just posted on the chat. That is learndigital.withgoogle.com. So there are a variety of resources there where you can just sign up and study, and you'll be able to be certified. And also when you do this, you'll now be able to get knowledge on everything that I've shared, and you'll be able to get the best out of everything that we have just done today. Thank you very much, guys. I've been your lead coach today. My name is Wanjala John, and your moderator has been Evans Rabare and also Benson Maina. So feel free to share your concerns with them, and they'll be able to respond to you. Thank you very much. I like looking at some of the responses just before I wrap it up. I see, yes, don't forget to sign up for the certificate form, and this will be delivered to you later on. So just that will be maybe in 2 weeks time or a week time, you should be able to receive the certificate. I see Haile saying thank you very much. Alice, thank you. Sami, thank you. The link for certificates, okay, fine. My moderator will be sharing with you the link for the certificate, Brian, and you'll be able just to sign up for that. Thank you guys for your time, and also feel free to engage with us on our social media platforms, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Africa 118 YouTube channel, and you'll be able to get alerts and get notifications when we'll be going online. Thank you very much, guys. Remember to keep safe, maintain social distance, and sanitize always. Thank you, and have yourself a good night, and God bless you all.